At the heart of the Home Secretary's responsibility is to ensure that laws are fairly enforced for all. But when she got a speeding penalty, it seems she sought special treatment, a private course, and asked civil servants to help.
Yesterday, Home Secretary Suella Braverman demanded special treatment last year after being caught speeding. That was a question asked by Shadow Home Secretary Yvette Cooper. But anyway, hello there, and I do hope you're all well. Yesterday, like I said, in the House of Commons, our Leaky Sue, you could say she had a bit of a rough ride. Not only adjusting topicals, but also had an urgent question to deal with about our Suella Blabbermouth doing a bit of a Nigel Mansell, so to speak. Now there's a blast from the past. But also, did she actually break the ministerial code again?
Mr. Speaker, on a difficult anniversary, I pay tribute to the brave soldier Lee Rigby and the innocent children, women and men who lost their lives and the many more who were injured at the Manchester Arena, and to their families who remind us of the commitment to never let hatred win. At the heart of the Home Secretary's responsibility is to ensure that laws are fairly enforced for all. But when she got a speeding penalty, it seems she sought special treatment, a private course, and asked civil servants to help. She refused to say what she asked civil servants to do, so I ask her that again, and to also tell us whether she authorised her special advisor to tell journalists that there wasn't a speeding penalty when there was.
Hello, light on. Give it honest Bob there. Who am I, where am I, look, isn't really going to save you, Home Secretary. Come on, get up, give it both barrels.
Well, Mr. Speaker, as I've said earlier, in the summer of last year, I was speeding. I regret that. I paid the fine and I accepted the points. At no time did I seek to avoid the sanction.
Did that statement have any ounce of contrition? Not for me, if I'm honest. But what do you guys think? But anyway, let's get ready for the I'm delivering for the people now drivel.
This is what is serious here is the priorities of the British people. I'm getting on with the job of delivering for the British people a record number of police officers, a plan to stop the boats, and standing up for crime and policing. I only wish the Labour Party would focus on the priorities too.
Clearly irony is not lost on our Home Secretary, but there's a slight problem, isn't there? It's not what Shadow Home Secretary asked, is it? Don't let her off the hook, Yvette Cooper.
Yvette Cooper.
Well, the trouble is she's failing to deliver for the British people too. And everyone can see that she isn't answering the basic factual questions on what she said to the civil service and to her special advisor. And it matters because it is her job to show she is abiding by the ministerial code that she's broken before on private and public interests, and to enforce rules fairly for everyone else. But time and again, she tries to think that she's above the normal rules, breaching security even though she's responsible for it, trying to avoid penalties even though she sets them, reappointed even after breaking the ministerial code, and criticising Home Office policies even though she's in charge of them, and is failing on knife crime, on channel crossings, on immigration and more. The Prime Minister is clearly too weak to sort this out. Well, if the Home Secretary cannot get a grip of her own rule-breaking behaviour, how can she get a grip on anything else?
This should be interesting.
Mr. Speaker, some gentle advice for the right honourable lady. The person who needs to get a grip here is the Shadow Home Secretary and the Labour Party, because they have wholly failed to represent the priorities of the British people. When, Mr. Speaker, will the Labour Party apologise for campaigning to block the deportation of foreign national offenders? When, Mr. Speaker, will the Labour Party apologise for leaving this country with a lower number of police officers?
Can I just say, no responsibility for the Labour Party. I think you might be.
That one of the first times she were pulled up on that sort of stuff. She's absolutely unhinged, isn't she? Absolutely bonkers. But Yvette Cooper is absolutely spot on me when she said about our Leaky Sue. She has breached security on a number of occasions from what I've heard, and even though she's responsible for it, try to avoid penalties, even though she sets them and has already been fired before for breaking the ministerial code, as well as criticising Home Office policies while she's been in charge of them and has failed miserably. And she has a nerve to give gentle advice. Is absolutely laughable, isn't it? The mad rant at the end just shows you how completely insane she really is. But the thing is, for me, on this whole sorry mess, it could have been all avoided, couldn't it? Well, you just be honest, say, yeah, I picked up a fine, it's only speeding fine. Not to take it serious, but you know what I mean? Seen people get fines for driving 34 in a 30 zone. And just take the speed awareness course and say, yes, I found the speed awareness course very, very beneficial. And then just told the truth right from the offset. Could have avoided all this hassle and all this nonsense, couldn't you? But what do you guys think? Let me know down below. And until the next time, I shall bid you farewell and take care, my friends.